Hello, everyone. I have with me Dr. Tony Mays, Director Education, Commonwealth of Learning. Hello, sir.
Hello, how are you?
Thank you. I'm very good. Sir, I just have a question for you. I mean, you've worked extensively in the domain of open and distance learning in various regions. So, from your experience, if I have to ask you, how has distance education shaped knowledge dissemination over the years in different regions? And what do you think is going to happen with the disruptive technologies coming in?
That's a very interesting question. You're correct, I started working in distance education about 42 years ago, from the beginning of my career. Everywhere I've worked, where we have developed learning resources for distance learners, they have been taken up by teachers and students in in-serve, in-person, normal, conventional education. So there has been a lot of interest in the way in which we structure and scaffold learning materials, because they enable learners who are struggling in day schools also to learn more independently. More widely, in South Africa, for example, the quality criteria that were developed by the distance learning community heavily influenced the quality criteria that are used for the education system more widely. And then, of course, a lot of organizations and institutions now, especially since COVID, have moved into online learning. And there is a whole body of research from ODL that talk about how you could leverage online learning using the experience that we have gained from distance learning, and how you set up learning materials, how you provide learner support, how you do more authentic assessment, how you take your students through a learning journey. So all of that literature that's available, multiple books, multiple research studies, can all feed into better practice in online learning. The big elephant in the room at the moment, of course, is AI. But distance learning community take that in their stride. We have gone through multiple iterations of technologies. We've absorbed the use of broadcasting technology and seen how we can best use that for different things. When we went into YouTube videos and things like that, we've absorbed that and seen how we can add quality to our program offerings by using that. Then we got LMSs coming in, the Moodles and Canvases of the world, and we thought, oh, that's the end of distance teaching, it's the end of face-to-face teaching because it'll all happen online. But now in reality, what we take from it is what we can use to enrich our offerings. We went through, just prior to the pandemic and just after, a resurgence of MOOCs. Again, we use some of the technology for certain kinds of things, for certain kinds of learning in certain kinds of contexts. And now we will do the same with AI. We will work out what are the best uses for us for enriching our programs. Obviously, a couple of the major concerns are things to do with privacy, ways of checking the sources of the information that when we do an AI-based search, how we check the validity and reliability of the content, and also knowing when somebody sends us something to review, how much of it is their original thinking and how much of it is generated by AI. So at the moment, one of the things I do is manage our Journal of Learning for Development at the Commonwealth of Learning. So I have a lot of submissions every day that are kind of like systematic literature reviews and things like that. So I'm increasingly, I can see how you could use AI to help you do those things. I'm increasingly interested in what are you saying in the discussion? What are the lessons you are pulling out for improved practice in open learning, online learning and such like? Because that is where you're adding value. It's where the human is in the loop. Because ultimately you are the one responsible. If you're using AI for different things, you are responsible for how you use it and how you report it to us.
Thank you, sir. That was very